Welcome to the By Steve podcast.
Yo, what's up, guys? And this is the By Steve podcast unedited, and this is Reflections of Santander. So last Friday morning, me and the GB Maxi 40s flew out to Santander in Spain for the Santander Masters over 40s basketball competition. In preparation for our trip to the Euro basketball Masters competition in Italy in a few weeks. So a preparational tournament in the land of Spain. 4 days, 3 days of basketball. How many games of basketball did we play, you ask? 4 games of basketball. So the reflections of Santander are this. We got a gold medal. Skirt. Was it a fair reflection? I mean, any gold medal is a good gold medal, right? From a preparational point of view, was it worth the journey? That's what I hear you ask in the background. What was the competition like, Steve? So we won gold. We won all of our games. We were 4-0 all the way through. And from a preparational point of view, it was really good. Was the quality of competition as high as we would have liked? Well, I mean, the reflection of that is this. We had an amazing opportunity to practice our plays, to bond as a team, to make sure that we know what we're doing when we're on court, how many minutes we're getting game to game, and also like what that chemistry looks like. So was it positive? Yes, it was amazing. We have taken many steps forward this weekend. Was the opposition what we needed? Yes and no. It's never easy to judge what you're going to come up against in Masters tournaments because over 40s, you can be 50 and playing over 40s. So sometimes you come up against teams that have very good skills, very good abilities, but maybe not quite as mobile or fit as you would like competitionally. And I think that was probably the reflection. Even if these guys, not knowing how old they were dead over 40. Fitness levels for some, probably not where we needed it to be oppositionally to push us. We won a couple of the games really comfortably, which is great from a confidence point of view and getting shots up and getting all these things in. And we will see. We will see what Italy brings competition-wise. We know that it's going to be a lot tougher. We know that we're going to have to execute at a higher level with less mistakes. But the one thing that we've taken away from Santander is that there's a group of guys that are on the same page and that can execute when they need to. And when we are locked in, we are dangerous. This is serious. We can make you delirious. Yes, we can definitely get the job done. And as we move closer and closer to flying out to Italy, which is mid-June, we are looking relatively good. Some people, no names, think that we're going to Italy to get our asses kicked. And I can't wait to prove those people wrong. But we are going to go and be competitive. I think what we also take away from Santander is this, that the GB Max's project as a whole is exactly where it needs to be. Like from a whole setup, over 35s, over 40s, over 45s, over 50s, males and females, we're going to be competitive in Italy. So what happens now? So a few of us are going off to the Sheffield Masters over next weekend. We drive up on Friday. We've got another couple of days of tournament, which will be good to get up and down the court. Bit of a mixed bag, not GB teams, just teams. Going to slurp a coffee. There was an actual slurp as well. And then I think we have a friendly game the week afterwards, a few days before we fly out, into GB Maxi teams playing against each other. And then we go, and then we fly. I go to Bologna on Wednesday the 18th, I think it is. Got a day in Bologna to myself, which, for those of you that saw me last Friday having been in transit and having to play basketball on the same day, will very much agree that a day in transit early and some downtime is probably what Steve needs. So to give you some context, on Thursday I went to work at 5 in the morning. I finished at 4 in the afternoon. I packed my bag. I met my teammate at about 6:30. We went for dinner. I got into bed at 9. I got up at 2. So I'd had about 4 hours sleep. I got up at 2. We went to Birmingham Airport and then we transited all the way through to Santander. We got into Santander at 8 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning. Could not book into our hotel because we were too early. So then we walked around Santander, but then we had a game. We had a game at 4, had not slept, got onto the court, was grumpy. We won, played average-ish. But then what happened? We went out for dinner. Why did I go out for dinner? I don't know, because I sat there and sulked like a child for the whole time. And as soon as I ordered my food and drink, I was contemplating my life choices. I was mentally drained. I got quite a lot of stress and anxiety in my life anyway, which has been dealt with, but I was emotionally dead to myself. Had my burger, had my Sprite, paid my euros, and went to bed. I'd been awake for what felt like forever, which sucks. But now we go to bed, wake up, and get on with it. Back to normal the day afterwards. But everybody was definitely amused by the swing of emotional energy from one day to the next. That's what happens when you set a high standard for yourself, right? But yeah, Santander is done. Massive success. Had a really good time. Proud of my teammates. Coach Jesse was amazing. Coached us well, as always, and gave us clear and exact expectations. And we know what we need to do when we go to Italy and what the expectations are. So that is always good. So that is it. That's the reflections of Santander. We are 7 minutes and 20 seconds in. I'm going to keep it punchy and get out of this one. Me and Scotty, SAS, in Sheffield this weekend. We're going to do a longer podcast. Me and him are going to chat shizzle manizzle. So I'm going to check out. Those of you that want to listen to this, get at it. And I will speak to you all soon. Follow, like, share, wherever you see it. Pass it along to someone else. Go check out a previous episode. All right. Peace out, ladies and gents. See you soon.
Welcome to the By Steve podcast.